All right, hello. We are in a very messy studio today, but I've got something planned for you. We've got ourselves a microphone, a hair dryer, and a pop filter. Let's get into it. So what are we doing with a blow dryer and a pop filter today? I'm very excited about this. This is something I never thought about, and then when I actually did think about it, I realized that it makes a huge difference. In fact, this isn't worth having unless you're doing this right. So click subscribe and let me prove that I'm not crazy. So as I'm sure you know, pop filters are pretty necessary to avoid things like plosives. That kind of noise is not something we like, so if we introduce a pop filter, it generally deals with that noise. But what you might not have known is that it makes a huge difference if you place it correctly. Let me show you. All right, so I've got the microphone turned sideways so you can better see what I'm talking about here. I'm going to blow on the microphone and then I'm going to introduce the pop filter. It worked just as expected, I think you would say. Now, what happens if I move the pop filter closer to the microphone? As you can see, the pop filter essentially becomes useless when it is up against the microphone. Now that is why I'm not a very big fan of built-in pop filters like this microphone has. Under this screen and this windscreen itself are very ineffective pop filters, but as you can see, when I don't have the pop filter, it doesn't do a great job. It's because it is too close to the mic capsule. So when we set up an additional pop filter, it certainly helps, but if we increase the range and distance from the pop filter to the mic capsule, that's when it really actually works. It's a huge difference, and I never thought about this previously. So to see just how effective the placement of your pop filter is, I want to take off the internal pop filter, introduce a hair blow dryer, and see what we can do just using this external pop filter. Okay, removing it. Ooh, it's actually longer than I thought it would be. Boom. Cool, eh? Now, you might have saw that there's actually still one piece of foam in there that is just covering the very top of the diaphragm, and I don't think I can remove that without permanently damaging my microphone, so I'm just going to leave that one in there. But we've removed both this metal windscreen and this little foam windscreen. Ready? All right. Okay, obviously better when this is farther, or when the pop filter is farther away. Let's move this source closer because you'd never be that far from this mic probably. It's going to be loud again. It's making a big difference still. It's obviously still a problem with how much wind's coming out of this, but keep that in mind if you're doing some kind of wind instrument. That might actually be useful knowledge. All right, now let's introduce these one at a time. Okay, foam windscreen back in there. It's quite an improvement. I think this like double air dispersion technique, totally winning. Metal windscreen coming back in. Marginal improvement with the metal windscreen. I don't think that one's doing much. I think this one's for looks. Okay, so what have we learned through all this? I think we have learned that air obviously needs to disperse before it hits the mic diaphragm. And pop filters, when placed correctly, seem to be very effective at doing this. But when they are too close to the microphone, like this built-in one, it's not that great. And introducing an external pop filter seems to be very effective, but only if there's some distance between it and the microphone. So just make sure that you've created a little bit of a gap between the pop filter and your microphone, and you'll find that it's much more effective. I think we've also proved in this video that the internal pop filtering in large diaphragm microphones like this and the Shure SM7B just aren't actually good enough for professional dialogue or vocal recording. You're going to get a much smoother result if you still use a pop filter, even though these microphones generally aren't suggested to. If we're talking about recording vocals, the big gusts of air that happen with a plosive are the kind of thing that'll throw your vocal compressor way out of whack. So using an extra windscreen and just creating that extra distance, even if you're using a large diaphragm microphone like this, where there's a windscreen built in, it's going to be a way smoother result. So there it is. It's a very simple trick. It's something that most of us own, but we probably just haven't put that much thought into where you actually place the darn thing. I hope this helps, and if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and do hit subscribe and join us for more videos like this one. In addition, if you want to level up your recording skills, check out the link below in my description to get a free one-on-one coaching call with the Self-Recording Band Academy. And if you're having trouble choosing which type of microphone you should be using, check out this video.